Hi everyone, welcome back for more Let's Play Puzzle Agent 2. Well, we've come to the Brotherhood of Skagen's Lodge in an attempt to question Bjorn here about whatever Edward was doing out in the forest, and maybe even get a little bit more reassurance that we aren't just seeing things with these hidden people and astronauts and all that good stuff. But first, let's poke
A photo
things.
of the Brotherhood in happier times. There's the late Mike Olav, Isaac Davner, and Glori Davner. How many of these people are missing now?
Most of them. Let's see. Hey, I see a puzzle. Let's take care of the puzzle real quick.
The Lodge members practically worship the hidden people.
That creepy slider puzzle from earlier. The security cameras at the Skagen's Ice Rink lost their timestamps. Figure out the proper order of the photos. Well, let's see. We have a blank slate to begin with. And then, if we look around, let's see. Who would be number 2? Yeah, this guy would be number 2. This Zamboni goes around and cleans up the tracks, but it's not cleaning up any tracks yet. So let's see, which Zamboni photo matches that angle of track? That one does. And now new tracks are coming across there, so Zamboni would want to clean those. And here the Zamboni's cleaning up the tracks that person made. And here the Zamboni's cleaning up the tracks that person made. More than simple enough. Here we go. The first photo shows the ice untouched, as none of the other photos imply we ever see the ice clear again. The second photo should only show one set of lines, the rest of the photos should display part of the lines previously created in the prior photo, as I did. There we go. So with everything in here clicked on that can be clicked on, time to talk to Bjorn.
Enough's enough, Bjorn. I demand that you answer my questions.
Angry whispers. Brotherhood is broken. No, can't do this, small man.
He's not being evasive. He's gone insane.
But something's gone wrong. Can't lose more men, huh? So, Bjorn's sanity. Help Nelson regain Bjorn's sanity by shining the light of reason to the core of his brain. Avoid the green synapses. Arrange the mirrors so that the light of reason hits all the L-shaped pieces of sanity before finally reaching the blue core of the brain, and light entering a piece of sanity will direct the light by 90 degrees. Much like the little mirrors. So we're performing neurosurgery and placing mirrors inside Bjorn's brain here. Go figure. And we need to hit every single one of these pink bits. So, if we can either work forward or we can work backward. So let's work backward. The easiest way to get to this core here would be to bounce light up from here, which comes up here. Let's see. Now, do I want to go this way and do that, or do I want... Let's go forward, too. Bounce it down, and we can bounce it over, and bounce it down so it goes up, to the left, down, to the left, up, to the right, down, to the right, up, and there we go, submit. And if I mess up this puzzle, you get to see the results immediately instead of waiting for the stamp to come down and say rejected. Go figure. more than one way to solve the puzzle, but the upper right piece of Sanity must be first, but it's either possible to use all mirrors or just 5 of the 7. I used just the 5, but you can find your own routes to that puzzle.
Thank you, Agent Tethers.
You're going to have to explain what's going on.
I will try.
So,
I know you're behind all of the missing person cases in Scoggins.
No, that's not true.
Then why did I see your man Edvard in the woods last night?
He was searching for Shoulder.
The other cult, member of the Brotherhood?
Yeah. He went to commune with the hidden people. Never returned. Now he is lost.
this is not good if they're losing people to the hidden people. Who's safe?
Why were you trying to keep me from finding Isaac Davner?
He was chosen. The hidden people whispered to him. He had to listen.
Where is he now?
He is lost, like the others. The hidden people are angered.
How do you talk to the hidden people?
I do not. They choose. I have never seen them.
That's gotta be kind of maddening for him. You know?
Well, if you're not behind the disappearances, who is?
I do not know. You must find them, Agent Others. Bring them home. All of them. Shielder, Edvard, Isaac, Olav.
I'll do what I can.
3, 2, 1.
Who's Olav?
Good
Olav
question.
Velhaven, the first man lost to the forest many years ago.
Where was he seen last?
In his cabin in Sesame Woods.
Bjorn insists the Brotherhood isn't behind the disappearances. For some reason, I believe him. I'm relieved they're not trying to kill me, but that only leaves me with one theory. Isaac Davner really is a serial murderer. Bjorn's pointed out the cabin of Olav Velhaven on my map. Maybe I'll find some leads there.
Maybe. So, even the Brotherhood is at a loss for what to do here. The hidden people are apparently acting up and really making things difficult. Or is Miss Dieterdaughter right? Is Isaac Davner really a serial killer? Well, let's continue on, shall we? Olav's cabin, here we come. So, there's not much to click on out here, except the cabin itself. Nelson needs to get into Olav's cabin, but the door's sealed. With only one cut, sever all the barricades on Olav's door. And unlike last time, every single barricade needs to die. So, the tricky part is getting rid of this one and this one at the same time. That's the worst part of this. Otherwise, this is a pretty straightforward little cut puzzle. Unfortunately, if I go down here, I don't quite hit everything I need to. Going up here, I miss some. Go to here. But the reason I started up here is because of this short bar right here. And I do believe this is the one I wanted to hit. Because it hits that one, it hits that one, it nicks that one enough, it hits that one, hits that one, that one, that one, and that one. Once again, it's mole-free. Yep, there's only one line that will cross each of the bars on the door. Process of elimination. Now we see what Olav was hiding.
The lock on Olav's cabin was a little tricky.
Not really.
Who or what was he trying to keep out?
Are you even sure he was trying to keep something out? Maybe it was keep something in. You never know. Not with Olav, anyway.
The cabin seems untouched. I must be the first person here in years. Apparently, Olav Velhaven had an interest in astronomy. There's got to be something in his journals or equipment that gives a clue to his disappearance.
So, first, we got puzzles. A lot of puzzles in this room.
I wonder if Olav
Like this
moved to
one.
the wilderness to better see the stars.
Round the cosmos. Click the center of the circles to rotate them. Arrange the objects so that the suns are on the left, the earths are on the right, and the moons are where the circles overlap. So this is not that hard. These circles rotate clockwise. So the first thing we want to do, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, we get that. Oh, I messed this up, didn't I? Hang on. There's a much easier way to do this. We click that. Move that up. Get all the earths lined up together. And that gets all those lined up together. And now all the earths on the right, the moon's in the middle, and the sun's on the left. Simple puzzle. There we go. Around the cosmos. Let's see if it gives you any hints. The key to this puzzle is creating and keeping groups of each symbol type together. The easiest to start with are the moons at 2 each. Then pick the suns or the earths. By then, you'll usually have the last group already paired. But as you saw it, I started by lining up all the earths. There's a reason I'm fairly decent at manipulating that type of puzzle. You'll see it much later.
Aha! But why would an astronomer come to Scoggins to do his research?
Well, small city, clear sky. Hey, who are you to judge?
It's focused on the moon, just like Olav was.
And then over here,
Looks like Olav was a fan of Galileo.
quite possibly.
How could one man possibly need this many socks?
You never know. He could wear 3 or 4 pair at a time out here. I would. It's freaking cold out here. Okay, let's take care of another puzzle, shall we?
Olav seems to have been particularly interested in lunar eclipses.
My 4 moons. Each moon emits a total of 10 lunacy watts. The wattage is evenly distributed to each lunar ray the moon emits. How many lunacy watts are held by the Earth? So, much like the generator puzzle, moons have 10 power each instead of varying amounts of power, and the lines are already drawn, so we just need to figure out how much is going here. So out of 40, this one has 2 beams of 5, this one has 2 beams of 5, this one has a beam of 10, and this one has 2 beams of 5. See, a beam of 5, a beam of 5, and a beam of 10 all go to the Earth. The rest are beams of 5, so we've got a 5, 5, and a 10, which means 20 are going to the Earth. Oh, these are also printed on 100% recycled paper. Works for me. even at 100,000 a pop here. Earth's hit with 3 rays. 2 of the rays are for moons that are splitting power, but 1 moon is giving the Earth full power of lunar rays. 5 plus 5 plus 5, 10 is 20.
Olav Velhaven kept a record of the time and date of every penumbral eclipse for years. Why was he so interested in lunar eclipses?
That's a very good question. Why is he studying, lunar eclipses so much? It's got to tie in somehow, doesn't it? Oh well. Maybe we'll find out next time. For now, time to cut the video, so see you later when we continue to explore Olav's cabin. Take care, folks.